Hello, my friend. Maybe you have seen many videos about life lessons or things I wish I knew earlier. But today, while practicing your English, let's listen to a gentle story about the lessons I learned when I turned 20. These are simple lessons, but they can help you understand life, understand yourself, and walk with more confidence into the future. When I was 20, the world felt both big and confusing. I did not know exactly who I was or what I wanted to become. I tried many things, failed many times, and made choices that I was not proud of. But from those small mistakes and moments of uncertainty, I learned lessons that changed the way I look at life. 1. You do not need to have everything figured out. At 20, I thought everyone else had a perfect plan. Some people knew their careers. Some people seemed confident and successful. But later, I realized something important. Most people were just like me, wondering, learning, and trying. Life is not a race. There is no fixed timeline. You do not need to know everything right now. You only need the courage to take one small step, then another one. Progress is quiet. Growth is slow. And that is completely okay. 2. Small habits shape your future. When I was younger, I believed big dreams needed big actions. But at 20, I started to see the power of small habits. Reading 10 minutes a day, saving a little money every week, waking up just 15 minutes earlier. These tiny actions did not look special at first, but over time, they changed the direction of my life. I learned that success is not about motivation, it is about discipline. Discipline means doing what is good for you even when you do not feel like it, and when you build small habits, discipline becomes easier. 3. Not everyone will understand you, and that is fine. At 20, I worried a lot about other people's opinions. I tried to please everyone. I tried to be perfect. But no matter how hard I tried, someone always had something to say. One day, I realized a simple truth. You cannot control what others think, but you can control how you live. When you stop chasing approval, you start finding peace. When you focus on becoming a better version of yourself, the right people will naturally come into your life, the people who support you, respect you, and believe in your journey. 4. Failure is not the end, it is the beginning. I failed more times than I can count. I failed exams, failed interviews, failed at starting projects I dreamed about, but each failure carried a lesson. Failure taught me patience. Failure taught me humility. Failure taught me resilience. At 20, I learned that failure is not your enemy, it is your teacher. Every time you fall, you rise with more strength and more wisdom. And slowly, you build the courage to continue. 5. Take care of yourself, your body, your mind, your heart. When we are young, we often forget to care for ourselves. We sleep late, eat fast, stress too much, and worry endlessly. At 20, I started paying attention to small things, drinking more water, walking more, breathing deeply when I felt stressed, writing down my thoughts when my mind felt heavy. Self-care is not selfish. It is essential. A healthier, you can love better, work better, and dream bigger. 6. Life becomes brighter when you practice gratitude. There were moments when I focused too much on what I didn't have. But when I started noticing the small blessings, the morning light, the kindness of a friend, the smell of warm food, my world became softer and lighter. Gratitude does not change your situation, but it changes your heart. And when your heart changes, everything else feels different. Now, looking back, I am thankful for the lessons I learned at 20. They did not come from books. They came from experience, from emotions, from mistakes, and from quiet moments alone. And I believe these lessons can guide you too. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to rush. You only need to grow one day at a time. Thank you for spending this moment with me, my friend. I hope this simple story helps you learn English and also learn something beautiful about life.